We're back.
Where's Darren?
They're probably still AFK.
No, I was meaning his
I'm
camera
live.
grayed out.
There he is. There he is. Well, I can do this. I'll just do a ready check.
Ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Everybody's ready?
I bet there's a certain audience member that would want to hear you sing.
Oh, who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
No,
Oh,
I'm not going there.
absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right.
You just had to get that out there, didn't you, Tark?
You fucking know it.
Had to say it. Had to. All right. So, very much like to thank the people who make this game so nice and fun to play, including Fantasy Grounds, of course, for the virtual tabletop. Sirenscape for the sound effects and ambient audio. Rob Tui for his mods and little tricks that make a lot of this automation stuff real easy. Devin Knight for tokens. You guys might see some Devin Knight tokens. Chris McDermott over at Game Tile Warehouse for maps that you guys know I love to use Chris's maps. And Fantasy Grounds College for teaching me and Veno and probably J-Rob, I think, was a student over there. Bunny, definitely, Fantasy Grounds College. And speaking of Fantasy Grounds College, I would like to say, I'm going to try to find it. Bunny, see if you can find the link or somebody. Layroon's mother has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and they've set up a GoFundMe. So I'd like to mention that in case anybody wants to. I mean, the guy has taught or been responsible for teaching literally out of 5,000 some odd people on how to play this game, and residually from that, who knows what the numbers are? It's probably exponential. But we hate to hear that about, it's always a hard thing to go through. So there it is. Thank you very much, both of you, for taking care of that. And then finally, I'd like to say thanks to Heroes Wanted. And there is a link to their Discord, Heroes Wanted, if you're looking for a game to play on the Fantasy Grounds, or you want to DM a game. It's a great place. Just click there on that link and get over onto the Heroes Wanted Discord server, and away you go. So, before we get going, Genthro, you're back with us, I think. Are you at the mic? I still see Doggies playing the game.
Oh, yes, I am still here, and she is intently listening.
I like that. I like that, man. It's amazing how she just sits there. You and Darren, what do you guys got going with? We've been in a couple of weeks into your game. You going to stream that? You looking for players for the Deadlands Hell on Earth? What's going on?
I'm not too sure as to what's going on with Deadlands Hell on Earth. Both Wicked and I have had some real life stuff that has come up that has cut into it. It seems to, yeah, like every time we start to get the thing going, it just poof.
Something else. Yeah.
So right now, I've just taken to doing the D&D game full time. Well, not full time, but every week. And as soon as Wicked gives me the green light, what I'll do is we'll start doing that bi-weekly like we were supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Other than that, I think if I get my button gear, I could start streaming it. But at this point in time, next Tuesday, no, I don't have any plans to stream it at this point in time for next Tuesday. I'm busy making maps for you yokels that decided to go places.
Yes, thank you. I was a little lost last week. I guess Theater of the Mind doesn't work so well with me anymore. I used to do it all the time, but
it's Alzheimer's. I mean,
You're spoiled.
Yes, Alzheimer's. What wickedly funny disease. Okay.
Dealing with it
Yeah.
with my father. So I mean, like, I fully understand if people took offense to that, but it's just in good humor.
I can relate, buddy. I can relate. I know exactly what you're talking about. Bunny, you have been involved with Chris at Game Tile Warehouse on some. I don't know exactly what you're doing. Are you actually writing story content? Is this
Yeah,
Pathfinder related, or what's going on?
it is. It is 5e, so it's basically a 5e adventure. Should be a nice, decent tier worth of encounters and stuff. There'll, excuse me, be some really neat custom things, especially when it comes to monsters and like a lot of interesting fleshed out lore, some great NPCs, and of course some really amazing maps that
Thanks,
are
Brad.
extremely versatile.
Sorry, Bunny.
So I
Brad
think
says he's got to go for now. Anyway, and he's
yeah,
doing the maps, and you're kind of writing some content for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, he always cranks out some great products, and
Yeah.
so give him a look over. Game Tile Warehouse. There's a link. There you go.
Yeah.
Krog, you got anything happening? Tark, you guys are more private. You really don't share what's going on.
Nothing happening that I'd like to share at this time.
There
No.
you go.
Well, oh, you mean in real life?
Yeah, like projects. You're like, I know you do the con down there in Memphis. Shouldn't that be happening
that's
pretty
not.
soon?
No, that doesn't happen until next March or so.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's that Alzheimer's again creeping up on me. It's probably more true than what I'm acting like. Okay, anyway. Gazik, you are in Troll Skull Manor about noon dealing with the somebody give me a percentile die. D100. Let's see how busy Troll Skull is. It's a little bit better than your average crowd right now. Lunchtime on a 6th day, so middle of the work week. And let me do this. Wow, the lag with Streamlabs is real tonight. It's bad.
It's cursed.
All right, so you guys are all back again. We are family.
And Krog goes to the kitchen and makes several because he's still hungry.
I caught you're going to the kitchen because he's still hungry.
Oh, to make several sandwiches.
Oh, sandwiches. There you go. Trying to get back in your brother's good graces.
Tark goes directly up to Gazik and recounts everything that happened and stresses how they could have really, really used his holy powers.
Maybe we should cleanse you just to be safe.
Tark immediately starts to scratch. Good idea.
We should do this outside of city limits. Sounds like this is going to be much bigger endeavor. Going to have you dig a large hole that exercises your body and sweats out the evil.
So basically,
And
what you're wanting him to do is dig his own grave.
I don't know where you got that concept from.
Go outside the city to dig a hole.
I dig hole. Yes.
And then we need some salt to purify the spirit in
Don't
the
dig it
water
down.
like we did last time. And
Don't-
then we will have a ring of oil around the hole to burn away the evil as it escapes you.
All right, so where you gonna take them here?
Where are we? We are
You are currently there at Old
Northward.
Troll Skull.
probably take him north out the field ward. Find a spot that looks like a good spot to dig without destroying farmland or anything like that.
Gotcha. So you head out the north gate. You guys are, I guess, you're going with him. Who all's with you?
Probably everybody, since we all went to the cursed place.
After grabbing, a picnic lunch from Mrs. Peabody. Yeah.
Well, I was already in the Krog was already in the kitchen, so he probably just made some more.
No, I don't want your sandwiches. I want Mrs. Peabody sandwich.
But Krog sandwich is good.
Littlefinger will just glare at him.
Mrs. Peabody help.
So
Seeing how messy this whole endeavor was last time, I think I'll just go get cleaned up and meet with some of my contacts through town, make sure everything's going all right since I've been away.
Denial of service means you most likely the most cursed.
he's on your ass, Darren.
I think I'm pretty well set. I mean,
From his
definitely,
account,
yeah.
first you deny the ability to put the dagger away. Now you deny the cleansing ritual. For your own safety, I think we should take you along.
but you see, I have this magic gem that glows and cleanses me with its light.
Your
Turn on my gem
words
with
are
brightness.
your words are sweet. Your actions, however, would feel better if they were true. And I can only be certain of truity and truth if I am the one that cleanses you.
Well, no point in taking a bath yet then.
You know when he gets this way, you can't talk him down. You're gonna have to go get cleansed.
Don't make Krog and Tark drag you kicking and screaming. You know we'll do it.
All right. This is how it's gotta be.
I've been seeing that meme a lot today.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it.
The bless your heart meme, it just popped up in my phone's notifications from Reddit an hour ago.
Bless your heart.
Exactly.
Well, my land sakes. Well, bless your heart.
That's a whole new meaning to that term now, doesn't it?
All right. So once again, who's leaving Waterdeep?
Everybody.
Apparently, all of us.
All
Yeah,
right.
little Fang will just come along. They'll just watch the event, I guess.
So to paint a
while,
picture of the
snacking.
countryside, you guys know there's farms everywhere. You know, you got to travel for days, and there's little copses of trees here and there, but there's people. I mean, this is the biggest city in Faerun. So you'd have to travel quite a ways to get complete peace and quiet, like, travel until tomorrow. Um, or you can try to slip off like into some farmer's copse of trees or something.
Hey, maybe a farmer needs us to dig a hole and then salt the earth.
Gazik would stop by at farmers' houses if this is the case. He would knock. He would offer them money to be able to dig a hole to ritualistically cleanse his family.
And along the way, Tark would have bought a shovel because I don't currently have one.
Oh, you guys would have
Um,
brought shovels with you, surely.
Okay.
We have like 4 or 5 shovels in the tavern
At least.
that
There you go.
definitely are being brought,
Okay.
along with oil and salt.
Things easily found in a kitchen.
So let's see. Give me a persuasion roll, Gazik, or
Maybe Darren should do the talking.
well, it's not really a matter of. I mean, there's thousands of farmers. I just want to see how long it takes him to find a farmer willing to let him put a curse in their soil.
No, cleanse. Nothing about putting a curse in their soil.
Well, I mean, how do people? Let's see how you deliver. Oh, boom. It's one of the first people you walk up to, and he's like, you're not gonna leave holes in my farm, are you?
No, we will take care of the hole afterwards.
What you willing
Unless
to
you
pay?
need hole.
Gazik's gonna hand him 10 gold.
Well, when you do, his eyes get about the size of saucers. And he goes, yeah, just, thank you. Clean up when you're done. Goes back inside. So there you go. You're right outside of Waterdeep. How does this, what happens in this ceremony?
I think we dig.
Come here. Why is it doing that? There we go. So Gazik hands each one of them a shovel, little thing included. Darren,
Wait, why do I actually have to work? I didn't do anything.
you touched, by his account, you touched the cursed weapon. Are you denying you wrestled it from Darren and put it on the pedestal? That's what I thought.
This
And then-
bullshit.
And then while they are digging, he's going to light a sensor and he's going to be walking around the circle that they're digging. At about when he feels like it's about deep enough, which is about like their knees deep, kind of.
So at least a couple feet.
Like, yeah, it's not a huge feat, but it's enough where you're probably breaking a small sweat. And then he's going to pull the oil out and circle put it around the circle. Then he's gonna have Darren light it on fire. The oil's going to be in dirt for the most part. No grass around. All the dirt that they're moving is going to make the outside of the circle. And then while they're all, then he's gonna start chanting, and then he's gonna cast Create Water right over the top of them, so it starts raining. And at the end, he's going to clap his hands and go, "We are now finished as soon as you put salt over." And he's going to hold out the bag of salt for everybody.
Krog takes a pinch and throws it over his left shoulder.
The little thing will grab a handful and throw it up over her shoulder hard enough to hit most everybody else.
You've all been doused with salt.
Tasty.
It cleansing. And Tark will take a big handful and just rub it into his chest, into his skin as hard as he can. Get out, bad spirits.
Holy men say, throw it over left shoulder.
Yes, throw it over your left shoulder.
Jethro, you don't even have clean feed loaded up. How'd you know I queued the rain? I queued the rainstorm up just as you said I'm going to cast Create Water and it's going to start to rain. Boom. That was great.
Nah, that was pure coincidence. But that just means that it's the holy providence of Gazik. It must happen.
Holy man.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the rain.
Yeah, I didn't get anything either.
But I had the headphones on and it comes through my TV at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, usually softer noises I don't particularly hear. Something like the crit or fail noise, or even the just the weapon attacks. I can hear well enough.
Really? Well, if you guys
Yeah,
got
so
some
we-
time sometime, we'll look at it and see if we can't get it fixed. Oh! Phew.
And then as soon as
It's
everybody
showing
takes
it.
the salt, as soon as everybody takes the salt and throws it over the shoulder, he's then gonna turn to Darren and go, "Now can you use the new trick I heard about and put all the dirt back where it belongs? Thank you." And he's gonna turn around and start packing everything up.
New trick?
Yeah, you would see me do it when I buried the grave. Yeah, I'll use Control Earth and fill it back in.
Oh, okay. Why not we do that in first place?
The process was to sweat out the evil, not cut corners.
Because I'm too nice for my own good.
Sweat out the evil.
Tark is as happy as a clam. He feels the evil has dissipated. He is pure, clean once again. He's wearing a shit-eating grin on his face. Holy man, I knew you could fix it.
Krog feel no different.
You don't feel a bit more salty?
Krog feel like baked salmon.
Then you
Tark's-
feel different.
Tark smells like one.
When we get back in town, take a bath, go to the bathhouses.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea.
All right, so you
Little
guys
thing
head
would
back.
just roll in the grass.
Roll in the grass.
Yeah.
Like a dog on a dead animal.
Yeah, we'll just head back to the manor. Or relax for the night.
Okay, I'm actually looking for something here. Okay. So you guys make your way back to Troll Skull. About 5:30 p.m. And let's see how busy the place is. Somebody give me a D100. We'll take the 79. Place is hopping. It's the 6th day evening, and the working man, it's his hump day, and he's like in there. Everybody's having a good chow. And you see a couple of familiar faces. One of them being Mert the moneylender.
Mert. What's up, buddy, Mert?
He says, "Oh, it's good to see you again. Very good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Quite a name for yourselves you've made." Yes, it's still raining. It is, but we're inside, so let's kill the unnatural storm. All right. So, who's doing what? You guys are back in Troll Skull.
Oh, you guys gonna start serving for a little bit, and then he's gonna
Krog.
head off to the bathhouses.
Krog's already headed that way.
To the bathhouses?
Yes. He's taking an expensive bath, but that's okay. He can afford it.
Taking a sabbatical, huh?
Something like that. Yeah, sure.
All right. So you guys head off for an evening at the bathhouses. There's a real nice one over in the Sea Ward you've heard of.
I'm assuming we've been here long enough that we know the streets well enough to not get lost.
Oh yeah. You guys have been here. When did we start? Just let me go back.
At least 2 or 3 months.
Actually, it's been like just short of 2 months, I think. Flame rule. Yeah, you've been here almost 2 months. And become famous, like Billy the Kid.
Ooh, that means we might get discount or free admission to the bathhouse then.
Well, it seems that some of the people have heard of your exploits. It's not common knowledge throughout the city. What is common knowledge is the city did recover a fairly sizable amount of stolen gold. Nothing was really mentioned about your names, but yet it seems like in certain circles it's not a secret.
I'm gonna go grab dinner real quick.
All right. So, Mert's in here. Several other people. Folks you're starting to know from the neighborhood.
So yeah, I'll wander around, socialize. I'll probably put on one of my shadow shows later.
Put on one of your shows.
Yeah, do my bard thing, you know.
Do your bard thing. All right, so you're just kind of entertaining the crowd. You guys are all taking your turns working tonight, I guess. We'll have to remember that. That's one night that you worked this week.
So did Mert seem like he needed something, or he's just hanging out?
He's keeping his eye on you guys, Darren, with your passive perception, and by now, I mean, it's no secret that you're kind of the spokesman for the group. He just keeps watching you. It's not like he's not summoning you over, but with your passive perception, you're like, okay, he wants something. You know, every time you look at him, he's looking at you. Then he diverts his gaze.
After doing my rounds and everything, I take a seat next to him, get a drink for myself.
All right, so as you go back behind the bar and start to pour your drink, you see Jalister Silvermane come in. He looks around the common room, and he spots Mert in a corner, and Mert waves at him, and they kind of both slip back into, they're in one of the darker cornered things, and you see the two of them start to talk.
I'll go and join him. Evening, gentlemen. I hope the accommodations are well. I'll make sure someone comes over to bring him a drink.
Did I miss anything?
No. Okay, so you have, well, you might have, you were going to talk to Mert, or you had spoken to him. The place is pretty busy, so as soon as you guys got back, you immediately went to work trying to assist, your rather small staff. You're at about, 80% capacity tonight.
Yes.
Lots of people.
Once we get to a comfortable rhythm and everything seems set, then I was gonna grab a drink, an extra for Mert, and go over and join him.
And as you do, and Tark, you would have seen this too, Jalister Silvermane comes in, joins Mert at the table. Mert waves at him. He kind of quickly makes his way through the crowd, and he sits down, and the two of them kind of lean over the table at each other and begin talking. Darren, you get a drink from Mert. Maybe leave instructions with Leaf or one of the other. Of course, Leaf pretty much just stays behind the bar. And you make your way over there, or... All right.
Yeah, I'll make my way over there and have drinks brought.
Well, shit. I'm messing all kinds of things up.
Window creep.
No, I made a huge error in some of my story writing stuff here. I had two different people having two different conversations, but they're kind of connected, so I got confused, I guess. There's that Alzheimer's again. So you make your way over to them, and they both stop, and they look up, they smile at you. Greetings, Master Grove.
Welcome to my establishment.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, always a pleasure. You've got some fantastic chow here. Would you care to join us?
Things seem to calm down a bit. I think I deserve to take a seat.
All right, so anybody who would care to notice has seen that Darren has joined Jalister and Mert in the corner. So you sit down, and Jalister says, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Got a little something to discuss with you. Mert says, yes.
I had hoped things were going to calm down around town after everything got settled.
They have, but certain powers that be, and he kind of clears his throat and looks around, have been extremely impressed and grateful for your service to the Lord's Alliance. And we are hoping, and very hopeful at that you would continue to show some allegiance, maybe undertake a small task that we have.
Well, I'm always eager to help a beautiful woman.
He smiles, he chuckles. Yes, yes. Well, at least we're on the same page. So let's just cut to the chase here. And he tells you, he goes, you know, there is, I'm sure you're aware of a vast, uh, well, let's just call it what they call it, Hallister's Undermountain, all below Waterdeep. I'm sure you're familiar with it because, in fact, I met you at Yawning Portal.
Well, I mean, any kid around here has heard stories of it.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
a thing of great lore.
Well, it's a thing of great lore, and it's a thing for those that are, strong of heart. But where he tells you, he goes, there's numerous ways in and out of Undermount. The most popular, of course, being the Yawning Portal. And he says, in fact, Durnan himself made his fortune in those mystical depths. And but there's a place in Undermountain, and it's called Skullport. And it's the origin of about, we estimate 90% of Waterdeep's contraband. Now, you might think I'm asking you to put it into it. I'm not. I'm not really. Sometimes it's better to know what your adversaries are doing and use those actions to your advantage, as is in this case.
No point destroying it. It's gonna pop up somewhere else.
Well,
Might as well have it right where we know where it is.
well, our dilemma is that we like to have a good idea of hmm, the goods flowing in and out of Waterdeep, even from Skullport, and so and I do mean if you make it to Skullport, if you're willing to go and back, it'd be nice to know who is controlling the flow of goods up into Waterdeep these days, because it seems that some recent events have shifted some powers, if you know what I mean.
I do. The Xanathar still seems to be on the run. Who knows what's up with the rest of them?
He says that,
Did you mean to send that?
yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
So, and I've still got this messed up. I put Mert's name in there. This is actually Jalister that's speaking to you. So I'll fix that. But
Okay. Yeah.
he tells you, he says, you've also done very well for yourself, and you've proven yourselves to be of the entrepreneurial spirit. So I offer to you that if you make it to Skullport, and again, I must say if, we have a certain property that is no longer needed by the former owners. And I said in Waterdeep, east of Waterdeep. Just thought, someone of your entrepreneurial skills might be able to take advantage of this property. And the Lord's Alliance might be able to take advantage of your allegiances.
I've done quite well with the property I've accumulated now. Uh, what kind of land are we talking here? How much?
Well, I believe if I'm not mistaken, it's a former vineyard. So it kind of goes hand in hand with your business, wouldn't you say?
It does, but I mean, surely such a property would come with, title and rights, I assume.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about here, my friend. So what say you?
I could definitely enjoy retiring here on my own estate. I'm going to have to discuss it with my friends. They have other motivations.
Oh well, by all means, the democratic method. I understand. Mert leans forward and he says, "You know, if you do decide to go to Undermountain, swing by. Of course, you'll. Most people would anyway, but when you're in the Yawning Portal next time, look up a bard that frequents there, Matrim Merrig. You probably heard his name is Three Strings. Let him know that you're headed down under to see Chris McDermott from Game Tile Warehouse. Never mind, you guys didn't get that, did you? Didn't make the connection.
Oh, I chuckled. I just had my mic muted.
Down under. Okay. So anyway, he says, yeah, that Three Strings might have need of your, might have a need of you as well. And Jalister says, talk to your friends and, think about it, discuss it, and what say we meet at the Yawning Portal day after tomorrow?
Sounds good.
You can give me your answer, yes or no.
All right.
And I think I'll stay and enjoy a plate of that fine food you got there, Mert. And he reaches over and starts to take some of Mert's. Mert kind of whacks him with the fork. And I should probably see Gazik's still there.
He said he was going AFK or something.
Well,
yeah, I did. I came back.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the party sheet. I've still got him there, but I need to do this. Get him back into combat tracker because he's back in a New York groove. You guys want to take a quick 5 minutes stretch, or keep going for a little bit? See what happens.
I'm okay with a 5 minute.
That doesn't matter to me. Anyway.
Let's do that. Let's take a quick 5 minutes. We've been going about 2 hours and 15 or so. So,
my old knees.
Yep.
What was that?
Something about
I
her
said
old
my
knee.
old knee. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So, with that, we'll be right back.